Well, hello everybody. This is me, Stangerbrook, again here in Puerto Vallarta. Right now it's about 6:30 in the morning, and my clients have just gone over to get an orange juice and a quick cup of coffee over here at the local mini mart. And it's time to do another video fishing report. Things have been kind of moving around a little bit. What we've seen right now happen is water temperature is still running about 73 degrees, which to start out with is a little bit warmer than it should be, especially at this time of year. It should be closer to 70 degrees, and believe it or not, that 3 degrees makes a big difference. So what we're seeing right now is the cold water species that we usually see about an 8-week window on, like the grouper, the bass, that kind of cold fish, snapper. They've been in, they've been out, they've been in, they've been out. It's been hit and miss. So that 8-week window we're having is pretty much drying up, because it's not going to be long now before things start warming up again, and it's already warm in comparison for what it should be. So, the bottom fishing out there has gotten a little bit on the weak side. But to counteract that, what we've seen a lot of action out there at Punta Mita. Punta Mita right now has probably the best rooster fishing they've had for the last 2 years. The Dorado are out there, and the Dorado are big. When you see Dorado 25 pounds and bigger, and more like 30 is very, very, maybe 35 pounds very possible out there. These are very big Dorado, and that's a good time to hit everything. And to have Dorado coming into March like this is highly unusual for us, so we can only blame La Nina for this. And, we're not going to complain about it. We're real happy. We're 25-pound Dorado. You got 30-pound rooster fish. If you head up a little farther, go up there by Sayulita, give yourself a 10-hour day. You've got striped marlin. You got sailfish. Now, the good news is they're out there and they're taking bait. The bad news is they're not taking bait every day. Some days they do, some days they don't. It's going back and forth. You don't really know what it's going to be. But the bottom line is, if you go out there, the worst thing that will happen is you're going to at least get some hookups into some great fish. And if you don't convert, that's all on you, But that's fishing. So that's kind of like what's going on. That's the big action right now. Corbetena, people have stopped going to corbetena. For the last couple of weeks, there were so many Jack Crevalles out there, you couldn't get a bait in the water without having them hit it. So there are fish out there, you just can't get in front of them. So people got a little tired of that, and the fishing got really good on the Punta Mita side, which is now called Punta Nayarit, God knows why. And that's what's happening. That's what's happening. Inside the bay, the water's still about the same. That's that clean green pretty much everywhere. And, the fish don't normally like it, but it's been like that for so long, and there's so much bait in the water, because krill really love the colder water. There's so much bait in the water that these fish are just hanging around. They're not leaving, And I can't help but think there's got to be some kind of warm currents or something like that going on out there. But that's the deal right now. And those of you out there that are coming down, everything's cool on the up and up. The fishing is great, and you're not going to go wrong. Now, as far as COVID and all that goes, things are pretty much over. We've been having some problems with some flights down here. You've been hearing about the weather up there nationally. So if you're one of my clients and you're going fishing, don't forget to let me know what's going on, so we can try to reschedule or make sure your vacation isn't interrupted with anything stupid that you shouldn't have to deal with. So that's what we're talking about. Yeah, let's see what else here now. Well, I guess that's about it. Nobody's going to corbetena, nobody's going to the bank, and the midpoint between corbetena and the bank, that was where it's happening, but that's a 12-hour day, and once you're out there, if it's not happening, you're too far away from anything to really turn around and go back to it, because you got to remember the fuel prices down here. The price of boats now are all based on fuel prices. And back when fuel was cheap, we go out there and use it like crazy. Now they're not, So we're going to start a new series we're going to call Elite Fishing. We're going to have 3 different levels of fishing now. We're going to have the really nice boat, and we're going to have unlimited fuel usage, and you're going to pay for it. You're going to have to. But, for the guy that goes fishing and he's got the money to do this, that's what it's all about. It's not, I'm sorry to say this, it's not really for everybody. So the Elite Fishing, we got that going. We've got our everyday fishing where we try to keep it affordable, get out to the locations where people can save themselves a couple, $300, maybe $400, get out there and catch some fish, have a lot of fun. But you're going to be kind of fuel restricted, because all the fishing prices are based on fuel prices. And then, of course, we're getting in the yachts and that stuff like that. But you'll get more videos on that later. But for now, the weather's been great. No problems down here at all, and the fishing is good. So, if you like this video, like it. I don't really know what I'm going to get from it, but go ahead and like it. And if you want to get these in your inbox, go ahead and subscribe. And of course, we'll always tell you to straighten stuff up. You've got the fishing reports. There's no reason for you not to know what's going on down here before you get down here. Even if you don't go fishing with me, at least you can call bullshit on some of this stuff. And believe me right now, Moby Dick is in the bay, but you're never going to get him because he's in the bay and you're just not going to get him. So anyway, that's about it for now. And I appreciate your support. So once again, this is Stan here in Puerto Vallarta. Wishing you the best and saying don't forget to kiss your fish. And remember, when people tell you it's dangerous down here in Mexico, tell them it's more dangerous than Venice Beach. So there you go. And all my friends at Venice High School want to say hi. I'll be up there for the reunion this year. I'm looking forward to it. And other than that, we'll look forward to seeing you again next week. And don't forget to kiss your fish. Hasta luego. This is Stan in Puerto Vallarta saying, what do you think about the marina, right? There we are. Just waiting for a few fish, a few clients to show up with their coffee, and it's a good in-between thing. So we'll talk to you later. Have fun. Adios. Be safe. Have fun, people. Remember, life isn't about pain, misery, and distress.